Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. We have another cooking tutorial today, and today is a very easy, simple, delicious idli podi. For our North Indians, they call it actually gunpowder. I don't know where they got that term from. But idli podi is an essential in our South Indian household, especially if you're having dosa, we're having idli. Obviously, we need this. It goes very well with sesame oil, coconut oil, any normal vegetable oil excepting for olive oil. Okay, so I just thought I will show you two versions of it. So the first version of the idli pudi that we are making is a typical Chennai one, and the second version is a Kerala style. Alright, so I just wanted to show you two kinds so that you can make, and both are equally tasty. Very simple if you've got all the ingredients ready. And now Mummy will teach you how to make the most delicious idli podi ever. Two versions of it. Alright, so let's start. So the first thing what we are going to do is we are going to make this pan nice and hot because we are going to dry roast. There is no oil involved out here. Everything is dry roasted. So we've got 6 dry red chilies and about 6 Kashmiri red chili powder. So we are going to dry roast it first. And this would take less than a minute, and the key out here is not to burn, to let it burn. It just needs to be a little bit smoky. Now that smoky, you can see that it's turned a little bit of color. We are just going to take this pan, Aminu please, and we are just going to keep that aside, okay? You don't want that to burn at all. Now we are going to dry roast everything else.
1 cup of chana dal.
So 1 cup chana dal.
Urad dal, 1 cup.
1 cup of urad dal. So 2 tablespoons of raw rice goes into this, and 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds. And we are going to dry roast this again. So this will take about a minute for it to turn light brown. Just reduce the heat if you feel that it's reaching a smoky point, and have a lot of patience while you're roasting this.
Yeah,
something that I don't have. Mummy has a lot of patience when it comes to
5 to
cooking.
6 minutes.
Alright, so about 5 to 6 minutes. It's very easily available right now in all the South Indian markets. You will see idli podi, kept there in the shelf, but it's not the same when you make it fresh, because there's always that packet smell that I tend to get every time I open an idli pudi ready-made packet, I think when it comes to the Chennai version of it, it's a little more spicier. That's the only difference, and I don't think we put chana dal, do we, in the Kerala one?
No, only urad and rice.
Now that it has turned nice and brown, we are going to switch off the gas, and we are just going to keep it aside for it to cool. Now we are just going to keep it aside for it to cool. Okay, so now the last step, we are going to dry roast about 9, I can say 11 to 12, a handful of curry leaves. I would say around 12 of them, and we're just going to roast that. Again, the key step out here is not to let it burn. Just need a slight smoky flavor coming out of this.
This you can even add a 2 to 3 handful of curry leaves.
So the more the curry, so basically the more the curry leaves, the tastier it is. Since living in London, it's very difficult to get curry leaves. So, can't you relate? Alright, now we are going to switch off the gas, and in its own heat, we are going to add hing, asafoetida, about a tablespoon. That hing itself adds that that flavor.
Stage you can add the salt also.
Okay, right now we will add salt.
Little more.
Okay. And we are now going to let that cool down before we grind this entire thing into fine powder. Alright, so give it about 10 minutes for it to cool down, and we shall be right back. This is the Kerala version of our idli pudi. Like I mentioned before, there's no chana dal here. We are just making it with raw rice. There is urad dal, there is sesame seed, and there is a teaspoon of peppercorns that you need to add in this. So let's start with the ingredients, alright? So again, pan on. So we are going to put a cup full of urad dal. So we don't dry roast all of this together, we do it separately. Okay, over here in this step, we are doing it separately, okay? So first the urad dal, we'll dry roast that.
Oh, that it has, see, the color has not yet changed. It has to be brown in color, well roasted. Can you see it changing color?
Yeah. From like white to almost
Brownish color. Tinge of brown.
tinge of brown, yeah. So now as you can see, it has become, it has a tinge of light brown. We are going to now keep this aside and dry roast the rest of the ingredients. So this is half cup rice. So rice takes very quickly, as you can see, it starts to brown very quickly. So that's why mom decided to take time with this and do it separately.
This is careful.
Now we are going to dry roast the red chili. This is not Kashmiri chilies, this is just normal red chilies, and we have taken about 8 of them. And we are also adding to this 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns. After about 6 seconds, you can add 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds.
Curry leaves.
And we have taken a lot more curry leaves out here. This is about 12 to 13.
Can I add more?
You can add, like I said, the more you add, the better it is. We are going to switch off the heat, and then we are going to add hing.
2 teaspoons.
About 2 teaspoons of asafoetida and salt. Little more.
No.
Okay, again we are going to keep this aside, let it cool. By then we are going to take the Chennai one and we are going to grind this into a very fine powder, and we shall get back to you. So that is the Kerala podi, right?
Yeah, this is the Kerala podi and this is Chennai.
Yeah,
podi.
so there's such a color difference
because of the Kashmiri chili added in this.
Yeah, equally delicious, but if you have to ask me what is my favorite all of a sudden, it is definitely this one. At this time, you just take a little bit of that podi and you mix it with, vegetable oil, just to taste, whether the salt is okay. And if you feel that the salt is less, that's when you add a little more to the mix. Nice. So bottle this, put this in an airtight container, and now we'll just make a dosha. Add that pudi in the dosha. That. Simply sprinkle all over the dosha. So this is how we have a dosha, basically, with sprinkle some pudi in it, and it's more than enough. You don't even need extra pudi. But for this, I'm just going to take a Kerala one because you've got the Chennai one in this. Don't be shy to use your fingers. And apply to face. When as a kid, I used to have this with
oats.
Everything, including oats. Okay, that's how much I like idli podi. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and let us know in the comment section what you thought of it. Would love to hear your feedback, whether you liked it or not, and I shall see you very soon in my next one. Until later, bye.